Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lauren and we're going to jump right in because this is a topic that you need to hear. I see this come up so often across the board, whether that's you're pre-licensed, you're a seasoned therapist, you're somewhere in between, but people who are working in mental health are reporting that they are burnt out, they're feeling frustrated, and they're questioning whether or not they should even work in this profession. And the reason that you're feeling that way is not because you do not want to help people. It's not because you're not good at your job. And it's not because you weren't born to work in mental health. It's actually because your time boundaries need work. And because I'm not your clinical supervisor, I'm going to give it to you straight. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to do and how to fix this. So let's talk about setting some good time boundaries. When you're available, how quickly you're available, how often you're available, when you're taking time off, how you're protecting that time. These are all really important pieces to having good time boundaries. We want to set good boundaries so that other people understand how to be respectful to our boundaries and how to be respectful of our time. And it also models good behavior, because if I want my clients to be respectful of my time, I need to be respectful of my time first. So if I say I'm not available between the hours of 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. the following morning, I should not be in my work email answering emails. That's on me. I should not be answering phone calls after 5 if I say that I am not available after 5. That's on me. I should not be checking work emails on the weekends if I say that I don't want people to call me on the weekends or to text me or to email me on the weekends. That's on me. Do you get where I'm going? It's all on me. No one knows what my boundaries are. No one knows what's going on with my time. No one knows what's going on in the background of my personal life. Only I do. And so if I don't set good boundaries around that, then no one else is going to respect that either. So it really starts with me. If you don't like clients calling you at certain hours of the day, if you don't like answering work emails on the weekends, if you don't like working Fridays, if you don't want to work this holiday, if you want to take a vacation, it's important to put that into place immediately and to stick to it. Set the tone for everybody else and say, hey, I'm not available after 5 o'clock on Fridays until the following Tuesday. And set an away email for your email so that people know, hey, I'm out of the office. If this is an emergency, call 911, go to your emergency room, what have you. And then don't get in your email. I know this sounds really simple, but yet this trips people up so much. Don't be in your email if you don't want to be responding to emails. Don't have your work phone or your ringer up loud if it's dinner time and you don't want to answer phone calls at dinner. Because it's not anyone else's fault that they called you at dinner time or that they emailed you on Saturday morning. It's on you if you know that and then you respond to it. Because now I'm frustrated, right? Like, imagine yourself sitting down to do something with family that you were looking forward to, and something happens with work, and all of a sudden, there goes that thing you had planned. You're now talking about work. So if you don't want people to contact you, you got to get out of your email. You got to get off your phone. You have not been so available. And I see people oftentimes feel like they need to respond right away. I need to respond to that work email right away, or I need to talk to that client right away. Most things can wait. And if you don't work in a crisis situation, if you do not work in an acute setting, if you are not on call, then most of your things could wait until you got back. And if they can't wait, then what are you going to do about it? If you're at home or you're out of town and you're answering work phone calls, you've now opened yourself up to, I'm having to deal with a work problem when I'm not even supposed to be working. So it's so essential to send the message that you're not available. So you got to get out of your emails when you don't want to be in your emails. You've got to get off the phone when you don't want to be answering the phone. It's okay to let things go to voicemail. It's okay to say, I'm going to have to address that on Monday. It's okay for clients to wait if it's not an emergency. And if it is an emergency, there should be something on your voicemail, something on your email that's saying, hey, if this is an emergency, this is what you need to do. This is who you can contact. This is where you can go for immediate crisis services. Like, there should be some outline there. But if you're not the person providing crisis services, then they don't really need to talk to you anyways. They need to go and seek immediate support. So again, you don't need to be in your email. You don't need to be answering the phone if you're not available or you're telling people you're not available. Time boundaries also extend to what you allow when it comes to clients' attendance. So if you do not want your clients to show up late, or you don't want clients to no-show and feel like that that's acceptable, then you have to tell people, hey, these are my time boundaries. If you're going to be late, I have this window of time where I'm expecting you to call. If it's less than 24 hours, you send me an email, you send me a text, whatever. You need to be telling them, hey, if you miss, this is what that looks like. Maybe consider a no-show fee. This is the process of what happens when you can't make it or you're going to be late. Because if they know that process, they're more likely to respect that process, keep you in the loop and let you know. And then you're less likely to feel frustrated or get into your mind where you're thinking, oh, no one cares. I'm working harder than the client. Like, what's the point? Because that's a recipe for you feeling burnt out, and we're trying to keep you from feeling burnt out. Let's talk about supervisors for a second, because I see a lot of people saying that they don't feel like that their employer or their supervisor respects their time boundaries. Now, this is no hate or shade to supervisors, but if you are a supervisor, I really encourage you to take a second and really reflect on your own time boundaries and how you model good time boundaries to the people that you supervise or that you employ, because it really does start with you. But if you are the employee or the supervisee or resident and you're thinking, this isn't going to work, this isn't as easy as it sounds because my supervisor doesn't respect it, then listen up. You have to advocate for yourself. Your time is so valuable. And if you're finding yourself working in a work culture that doesn't support that, I really encourage you to look inward and figure out, how can I still respect my time boundaries, even if I'm not getting the sense that that is the work culture? Because you have to advocate for yourself. No one knows what your time boundaries are unless you tell them. And no one is going to be affected if your life goes in the shitter because you can't say no. The only person that's going to be affected is you. So this is where being very clear and direct and assertive with your communication about your time boundaries is important. This is when saying no is a complete sentence. This is when you have to stay firm on your boundaries and say, no, I cannot work this Saturday as I already requested off, or no, I'm not available to work after 5, as I previously mentioned. I will have to do that tomorrow. And stay firm on that. Stay firm. Because if you don't, or you start to say, well, maybe I could stay or get alternative childcare and work a little bit later, and all of a sudden, that's what you're doing. And the only person that has made that happen is you, because you haven't been respectful of your own time. And your time deserves to be respected. You got your own stuff, you got your own life, you have your own relationships, your own things going on, your own mental health stuff to work on, right? You got your own shit. So you have to set good time boundaries. So if this is an issue with your supervisor, I really encourage you to think about what's not working at work right now and how you can be more firm and clear and comfortable being firm and clear with your boundaries and saying no when you feel like that you need to, regardless of what your supervisor might think or what else anyone might think. If you feel like that you need to say no, lean into that and say no. If you don't want to be doing notes at 9 o'clock at night after you worked a full day, then think about an alternative on how you can get your notes done. Maybe talk to your supervisor about having some time blocked so that you can get that done, or having a reduced workload so that you can get your work done, or coming up with some other strategies on time management. But if you don't want to work at 9 o'clock at night doing notes, then it starts with you. You have to be the one to say, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do something differently so that my time is respected. And if you do this, everyone else will start to respect your boundaries a little bit more. And that's not to say that people aren't going to have pushback, because setting boundaries and receiving pushback can both be true at the same time. I can set boundaries and someone still not like that, but that doesn't mean my boundary isn't on point or deserve to be respected, or that I should change my boundary, right? Like, this is stuff we talk about with our clients, like set the boundary, enforce the boundary. And if someone doesn't like it, then it's okay if they don't like it, but that's neither here nor there, because this is your life, your boundaries, and this is what you're going to do. Because this is what good time boundaries look like. Good time boundaries allow you to take care of your own health and mental health needs, allow you to do things that make you feel good and to recharge you and uplift you, allow you to take trainings, certifications, professional development without feeling like you have to sacrifice that for your job. Good time boundaries allow you to still get good sleep, maintain good relationships, have fun, have a life outside of work, have your evenings to yourself. They allow you to have fun and go out of town on the weekends. They allow you to handle no-shows or late attendance without feeling like that you are having to go against your boundaries in order to please other people. And good time boundaries allow you to feel less burnt out, less frustrated, and happier and more fulfilled working in mental health. I'm genuinely curious how your time boundaries currently look, if you found things that are helpful, if you're having problems with this. I encourage you, leave your comments and questions down below so that we can all learn from one another and also give feedback on how to have better time boundaries, because your time deserves to be respected, and it really does start with you. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and follow along so that you never miss anything, because we cover a full range of mental health topics, tips, tools, and just good conversations to help you feel more confident and competent in your work as a mental health professional. Until next time, bye guys.